Hi guys, Jess Speciale here and you're watching Mum on Purpose. So today I'm doing a book review for you guys. The book I'm going to review is Brenè Brown's new book, Into the Wilderness. And what I love about Brenè Brown is I think she's having a really important conversation at a really important time in our lives. You know, in a time where we've never been so distracted, we've never been so into multitasking. We go into crazy browser blackout, you know, where we look down at our phones and all of a sudden hours have passed and, you know, we can't even catch up with our friends without being pulled to this link, being pulled to here, being pulled to there. The conversation that she really has about being vulnerable, having courage, I think is just so important. And her new book, Into the Wilderness, for me, really honed in about authenticity and really how to be you, which I really resonated with because that's the whole reason why I started this channel, is so that, you know, just so that I could just be myself and be authentic and have the conversations that I want to have. And I love this book, and it's when I first got introduced to Brenè Brown, you know, I was really inspired by her. I was really inspired by her new concepts of being vulnerable and having courage, because I was so used to playing it safe and I was so used to blending in and comparing myself to others. And what her new book, Into the Wilderness, really talks about is not only about the importance of being authentic, but exactly how to do that in the world today. And she really backs that up with research as well, and science and inspiring stories. And it's funny because Brenè Brown's other work about vulnerability, it was just so groundbreaking to me, and I was so inspired by it. And I was expecting to be lifted up high, but I feel like it was just so truthful and in my face that I was just kind of like, oh, the whole time. Like, I cannot even explain what it was. So I listened to that book on my Audible app, and I love listening to it on my Audible app. I really love hearing inspiring stories from people, and I love to hear their voice. Like, I feel a bit ripped off when the author doesn't narrate their own stories, and it's fine. But I love listening to the author and have their way of how they want to speak. And Brenè Brown, nobody can be Brenè Brown but Brenè Brown. Nobody can just be the authentic person that she is. So I love that. I love that I could listen to her speak about it. But I was just like this the whole time. I was just like, that's my exact face. The whole time I was like, I think what she gives you are tools and ways to apply it to your life, and maybe identifying how perhaps you haven't been authentic, or how perhaps you've been cheating yourself out of being who you really are, maybe our fears behind it. And she shares a lot of the stories from her childhood and why she didn't feel like she could be herself, or ways in which she wasn't, and then ways that she was able to break through that. And it's really relatable. It hit so many truth buttons for me. And I think if you're on a journey where you're feeling a little bit lost and you want to know what it is to be authentically you, but you don't know what that is and you don't know how to get there, then this is the book that you need to be reading. It's just such a beautiful natural progression from her other books. And if you can understand about having the courage to be vulnerable, now you can apply being you, and you can understand why it's important. And like I said, I love Brenè Brown, and I love that she's having such an important conversation at a really important time. I just found it so interesting, my own reaction to this book. I think I was just expecting for all of this groundbreaking stuff, because if it was new information, then I could be like, whoa, I never knew about this before. But she really, I think, calls upon us to apply the things that we already instinctively know in our lives and challenges us to be more. And for me, that's what I really got out of it. So I really highly recommend listening to or purchasing Brenè Brown's book, Into the Wilderness. I can pop a link below for you guys so you can find it. But if you love any of her stuff, or you really want to find out what it is to be you and how to be authentic and how to be a person with integrity, then this is a book for you to definitely check out. So thanks so much for listening to me, guys, and I'll speak to you guys next time.